Dear listeners, I'm Dr. Duncan Elliot Tembo. I will address the question that has been posed to me on what is it that is required for somebody to be successful. I would like to start off by saying it's a loaded question, and really, there is not just a single thing that you need to do to be successful. There is quite a number of aspects that you need to focus on, which may include, among other things, discipline, being able to apply yourself every day, holding on that vision, you know. But considering that most of the people in this audience are youths, let me focus on this very important aspect, your daily routine. So I would want to say that your daily routine is very crucial in determining your success. Please take note that success is not an event. Success is a journey. If you like, what you are today, is the combination of what you have been doing every day for the past 5 years. And even more, what you will be 5 years from now, is what you'll be doing starting from today, for the next 5 years, your daily routine. So your daily routine informs where you end up, who you become, how successful you become. It's actually very crucial. You see, I was talking to a young man who tells me he wants to be a doctor. And I see that he talks about this very passionately. However, his daily routine does not align with that. He is very lazy, you know? Now, laziness is not just a bad habit, but it's something that is stealing his time, his valuable time that he should be using, to invest in the vision that he has, in the dream that he has. When you look at how he sleeps, I have no problem against sleeping. It's very important. Our bodies needs it. But you see, when it becomes excessive, it steals from us. So if you look at this young man, let's look at the normal. If you go to bed at 22 and you wake up at 6, that's about 8 hours. Now, in a day, there are 8 hours. If you like, it's 1/3 of the day. So if you are sleeping from 22 to 06, you spend 1/3 of the day sleeping. The time that you'll be 60 years old, you would have spent 1/3 of 60 is actually 20 years. So you'd have spent 20 years sleeping. That's probably fine. But I know that most of us are doing worse than that. Think about how many hours we sleep after eating. Think about the long hours that we spend, over the weekends. If you add all that, plus the number of years that we were actually sleeping more when we were young, you will realize that probably 35 or 40 years of your 60 years has been spent sleeping. And you think that you can progress? No, it never works out like that. You have to be intentional, on how you use your time, you know. Away from just sleeping, let's also look at how the other time is used. How much time do you use on Facebook? Do you spend on Facebook, social media? And nothing against that. It's good, it helps us, you know. If what you are doing on social media aligns, with the objectives that you are pursuing, then that's okay. But if it's not aligned, then you are wasting your time, your precious time that could have been invested, in you becoming what you are supposed to become. I would actually argue that, you don't need a prophet to tell you what you become. Your daily routine prophesies, what you become. So what you're doing every day, how you're carrying your day, is prophecy of where you'll be 5 years from now. I have seen two people starting off at the same point, growing up in the same environment, going to the same schools, they have same opportunities, they have similar problems, but a few years down the line, one ends up being successful and the other one does not. What's the difference? It's not the resources, it's not the opportunities, but it is how they carried their everyday. Are you intentional about your everyday? Is what you are doing aligned with where you want to be, with who you want to become? That is very important. Even in society, sometimes I've seen, people complain that they are hungry, they don't have food, while others have. I've seen others have succeeded in business, and those who have succeeded, in business, those who have succeeded in education, those who haven't actually call them names. They say they are Satanists, they are thieves, and the list goes on. But it's not really like that. When you look at these people, so for instance, when it's raining, rain pours everywhere, so one would choose to sit and play in solo in the compound. The other one would choose to go to the field, go and work the field. One would choose to watch football, and other games, or rather spend time on TV. The other one is working, and he or she harvests. The other one does not harvest and thinks that the one who has harvested is more blessed, is more favored, and so on and so forth. No, it's just how you spend your time, So how do you spend your time? How do you carry your everyday? So your daily routine is actually very crucial in determining where you will end up. And if I may emphasize, particularly, to the youths that are here today, you need to think about this critically. The same time that you are investing unproductively is actually the same time, that you need to be successful. The same effort that you are applying to be poor, to be worse off, is the same effort that you need, to actually be better off, to be successful, if you like. So it's not about the time, it's not about the effort, but it's how you apply the effort. It's how you use the time, that will determine where you end up. In conclusion, one of the important aspects that you need to focus on, if you are to succeed, is to master your daily routine. You need to ensure that you are disciplined in the way you carry your day. And when I talk about discipline, for me, it's the bridge between the potential that you have and the results that you're going to get. You already have the ability to do. But coupled with the discipline in how you carry your day, there is no reason why you should not succeed. Sometimes we are tempted to think that, all we need is intelligence to be successful. No. Actually, the discipline, the discipline in how you carry your day, in what you do, in ensuring that everything that you do aligns with your purpose, is very key in determining your success. So be disciplined in how you use your time, be disciplined in what things you focus on, be disciplined in the friends that you keep, and this coupled with other activities, I'll tell you with confidence that there is no reason why you should not succeed. In fact, if you look at people who are successful, this is one of the common characteristics that they all bear. Everyone who is successful has had to say no to what looks very pleasing, but does not support, the dreams that they are pursuing. So even you yourself, whichever area it is, it be in school, it be at work, carry your day diligently, master your daily routine. You will go further than anyone can ever imagine.